Hi everyone, I'm MDLULI MV. I'm going to be taking you through travel office procedures N5. We're going to be doing chapter 10, which is your financial statement. We will start with the trial balance. As you can see here, you usually do your trial balance, income statement, and your balance sheet. So now we're going to be going through the trial balance. You will get an activity or assessment written like this, or transactions written like this. For a person to do, or for someone to do a trial balance, one needs to know these four things: the assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. Because when you do your trial balance, one has to have these two sections. The first section, it's your balance sheet section that will have your assets and your liabilities. The second section, it's gonna be your income and your expenses. On expenses, you will have things like advertisement, security, fuel, packaging material, salaries, and transport costs. Whereas on your balance sheet section, you will have your capital as an asset, your drawings with your liabilities, land and building assets, vehicle assets, equipment assets, furniture assets. So you will need to know, or you have learned, your assets, your liabilities, your income, and your expenses. And then for you to be able to do your trial balance easy, one has to start by adding all these amounts that are here. So you will have your calculator. I'm going to do it here using Excel, but you're going to be using writing or using your calculator. So I will need to have the sum of all these amounts, starting from the advertisement down to the vehicles. I will then, or I'm getting a total of 3,959,200. Since we are having these two parts, or these two columns, the debit side and the credit side, you will need to go back to your total amount and you divide that total amount by 2. So I will have 3,959,200 divided by 2. I will then get a total of 1,979,100. I will then come to my trial balance. Having written all the things that need to be under balance sheet section and written all these things that needs to be under nominal account, I will then write this amount that I got it from dividing all these amounts. So I got 1,979,100. 1,979,100. I usually write this amount out of these tables so that I will know that when I've put all the money on the credit side, they need to give me a total of 1,979,100, same as on the debit side. So there's no way better way of doing it rather than doing something like this. This is one of the easiest way, where you're going to start only on the credit side, because we usually don't have much or too many transactions that are taking part on the credit side. A lot of transactions are going to be taking part on the debit side. So you will start by your capital. Definitely your capital will always going to be on the credit side. So if you go back to your transactions, or if you go back to your assessment, or if you go back to your question, you will see that your capital, it was 950,300. You will also write the creditors control. Also the creditors control, they are on the credit side, 43,000. 800. Loan, when you get money or when you get loan, the money will go into your account, or it's gonna be credited into your account. So in this one, we've got 630,000 as a loan. Then you will then come to your nominal account. On the nominal account, you will have your commission. On the credit side, 284,400. Interest on current account, it's also gonna be credited, which is 4,400. You will also have rent. If it says rent received, it means it is an income or it's other income. But if it says rent paid, it means you have rented a certain building, and then now you are going to pay those people whom you have rented the building to. But now, because it says rent received, that means we have rented it. There are people who have rented our building, so they need to pay us a certain amount. So in this one, it was 66,200. Then now that you've got, or you think you've got all your transaction on the credit side, or if you are not sure, you will then take your calculator and add all those amounts that are there on the credit side. So if you add 950,300 plus 43,800 plus 630,000 plus 284,400 plus 4,400 plus 66,200. It's giving you that 1,979,100. That means our transactions, or the side of the credit side, it's now correct, because you can see that's the amount that we got from dividing the total amount into 2. It means we are fine. Then we can delete this one if we want. Then all the other transactions that are left here, from your drawings, your land and building, your vehicles, equipment, furniture, bank, petty cash, cash float, and debtors control, are gonna be on the debit side in the balance sheet section. Then when you come to your nominal account, you'll see that you have only taken away, or you have only took the commission received, the interest received, and the rent received. They are on the credit side of the nominal account. That means from the balance sheet section, we will be left with drawings of 76,900. You will also have the land and building of 460,500. We will have vehicles, that's gonna be 520,000. We will also have equipment that amounted to 291,100. We will have furniture, which our furniture was 120,300. We will have the bank, which is 110,600. We will have petty cash of 700. We will have the cash flow of 500 rand. We will have debtors control of 75,800. Then you will come now to your nominal account. Advertisement, it was 75,000 for that month, 75,100. Security cost, it was 23,000 month. Fuel, we use fuel to the amount of 9,300. We have packaging materials of 20,200. Then printing costs, 130,000. Transport cost, it was 18,400. So you will have your advertisement of 75,000. Then you will have your security costs of 23,000. Then you will have fuel, 9,000. Salaries and wages, it was 130,000. Then your printing costs, it was 20,200. So this is how your transactions are going to be looking like. On the nominal account, we've got 284,400 for the commissions. We've got 4,400 for the interest on account. We've got rent of 66,200. We then have 75,000 for advertisement, 23,000 for security costs, then your fuel, 5,000. Then packaging material. So this whole amount, they also need to be able to give you that 1,979,100. So you have calculated on the credit side and you got 1,979,100. You need to do the same with your debit side. You will have your calculator and then add from the 76,900 up until the transport cost of 18,400. Boom, you got it. So now you can see that that 1,979,100, it's the total of the debit side and also the total of the credit side. So that is your trial balance. So if you are using a pencil, then you can delete this and your answer look as neat as this one. So this is your income statement that is going to follow on the next video. That is your trial balance. You need to know only 4 things. From the balance sheet section, you need to know that you're gonna only use your assets and liabilities, and then on the nominal